And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at Minnesota. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the fourth best record in the conference. And, of course, Houston, 2.5 games back.
And, you know, for Houston, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
They've got plenty of time left to get back to being the team we thought they'd be heading into the year. But they'd better do it quick.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The big men on the floor for them, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for Houston, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. Stolen by Durant. And that one drops for him. KD's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Rockets. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 11 points last game. Randall against Smith. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Houston for 3. Eason's shot is good.
And Smith already understands that you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
And here is DiVincenzo. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Pass to Eason. Outside Durant. Şengün with the screen for Durant. 5 to shoot. Stolen by McDaniels. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Şengün. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
And he makes the first. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Şengün hits them both. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, the real strength of this team.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Thompson. Last game we saw him score 13, and Durant gets it to go.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. I spoke with Houston's head coach for a bit. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now here is Smith. Missed inside.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
To the inside. Here's Şengün. That shot off the mark. Gobert with the defensive effort. Smith against Edwards. Down low. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Pass to Smith. Back to Thompson. Here's KD. Nice defense from McDaniel.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
McDaniels a screen on Şengün. Randall no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Smith dishes to Durant. Four on the shot clock. Rebound Minnesota. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Edwards' shot is good.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Alperen Şengün.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
On the inbound, that's good on the jump shot. Eason's got 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Edwards. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Here's Smith. 4-point game. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Back to Thompson. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
What balance from Şengün there. He is terrific at brushing off contact on the way up.
Back to Randall. With the fadeaway. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Probably didn't need the fade on that shot, but he might have thought the defender was a little bit closer.
Smith outside. Durant against McDaniel. To the paint. Şengün inside. Defended by Gobert.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Eason. To the middle. It's tipped. Edwards against Eason. Edwards, no good. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Randall with the ball, picked up by Thompson. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And, Richard, you were telling me before the game you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Tari Eason. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed comes in for Randall. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here's McDaniel. 17 points in his last outing. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
And the Rockets making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 1st in rebounding, 5th in blocks, and also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Thompson passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one, good. And now a 6-point Houston lead.
Showing the grit. KD is no stranger to physical defense.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Offline with his three. Rockets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The shot by Thompson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Conley. Outside Reed. The offensive rebound. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Shepard, the pass to Adams. Now here's Thompson. Edwards defending. Finney Smith with it. Nothing on the board. Just 5 to shoot. On the top of the key. Minnesota with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Outside, Reed. There's the three. Out to Conley. McDaniels outside. And finished off by McDaniels.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back over to you.
Has him bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Okogie comes in for Thompson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. Here's Conley. 9-point game his last outing. Outside, Reed. Gets in there. Conley with the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
From downtown, nailed from three-point land. Reeves got his second bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Shepard, and again, the Rockets good for two.
One thing Shepard brings is efficiency. As a jump shooter, pretty rare for someone his age.
Randall outside. Fires for three. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Shepard. Over by Conley. Now Shepard. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And Şengün throws it down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dillingham is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in its small forward. Dillingham, no good. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Shepard. Back to Finney-Smith. Adams outside. Here's Shepard, guarded by Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. And it's Shepard missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Randall. Outside Conley. And the wide open shot from Reed sinks the triple. Reed's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Şengün inside. Randall on him. And Şengün throws it down.
Hey, look, sometimes you just got to let the big man work. Şengün doing it in style.
To the inside. Here's Okogie. No scoring in this one. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Here's Okogie. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, setting a solid pick and then getting himself open. Şengün playing really well in that part.
Here's Randall. It doesn't go for him. Great defense that time from Şengün. Shepard the pass to Finney-Smith. And it's Shepard, top of the key. Pass to Finney-Smith from outside the arc. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Conley the pass to Randall. Now Dillingham. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shepard the pass to Capella. Out to the right wing. Here's Şengün. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Conley. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Shepard the pass to Okogie. Pass to Shepard. Here's Okogie. Over Dillingham. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Houston making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Dillingham. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now here's Conley. He has yet to score. And here's Edwards. And stolen by Thompson. Shepard with the ball. Conley picks him up. Minnesota with the rebound.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
He gets that one. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time. How long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
Durant with the steal. To the paint. Stolen by Reed. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And recognized the change of possession and got in front for the score. Randall just a step ahead on that one.
Here's Shepard. Over by Conley. Pass to Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Smith checked in for Shepard. Minnesota also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. All free throws good from Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Now here's Randall. We saw him with 29 points last game. Yep, that one goes. Randall's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Durant gets it done inside.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Randall outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 4 assists now tonight. Thompson with it. Still without a basket. Capella with a screen on DiVincenzo. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Edwards. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall, and it's blocked by Şengün.
It's good to see Şengün come up with that swat. When he's engaged, he can be an impactful rim protector.
Şengün with the screen for KD. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Durant's got 4 this quarter. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Randall against Şengün. Randall right side. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Julius Randle shooting. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
First free throw is good. RJ, the front end of a back-to-back. As a player, it's got to pose an additional challenge physically to get through these stretches.
Oh, yeah, it's a grind. This is a physical sport we play. And your body, it just has to be ready when you start the season.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Edwards drops them both. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Here's Eason. He has 5. Pass to KD. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Gobert. Eason against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And here's Reed. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the Warriors, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Back to Thompson. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Thompson. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen on Eason. Pass to Reed. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 5th assist in this one. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. They get a hand on it. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Thompson passes to Adams. Thompson surveying the floor. Out to Smith. Shoots over Reed. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Smith.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
Nick Daniels up top, defended by Durant. Now DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Edwards, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Now here's Edwards. Over Eason. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
And here's KD for 3. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Reed finds Edwards. Reed against Smith. Down low. Gobert, no good.
Nice contest. A high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Nice shot by Smith.
And you see how fast Smith leaks out. He loves running in the open floor.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Mr. Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's Reed. Gobert with a screen for Reed. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reed's got 15.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter, and I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famich. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie, I said famich.
They've had some success, but they've been counterpunched at times as well. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's KD in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Here's DiVincenzo. Still scoreless. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Eason. KD sets the pick for Eason. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Gobert with the block.
Get that out of here. Gobert doing his job to protect the rim.
Five on the clock. Tries again.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Out to Smith. Beyond the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Outside Edwards. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Looking now at the numbers for Thompson, the past month has been surreal. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass. And it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
And so here is Houston searching for that first bucket here in the third. Here's KD. 16 points for him. Şengün with a screen on McDaniel. Şengün no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. Fires the 3. The Rockets pull it in. Outside Durant. And some nice passing there by Houston. Back to Şengün. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Now Gobert. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kevin Durant.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Thompson outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Thompson misses. Timberwolves leading by 7. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniels. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Eason, a screen on McDaniels. Fires from deep. No good from Durant.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Outside, Edwards. Pass to Randall. Shoots over KD. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 10. KD sets the pick for Smith. Thompson with it. Picked up by Edwards. To the middle. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Oh, Edwards!
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Pass to Eason. McDaniels against Durant. Will it go? That shot, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
DiVincenzo with the screen on Durant. That's a 2 from Randall. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Şengün with a screen on DiVincenzo. Got a piece of it. Here's Durant. Doesn't go that time. Nice defense from McDaniel.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Thompson sets the pick for Durant. The Rockets again can't hit.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Over Thompson. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 5 now. Here's KD. 16 points for him. To the inside. Here's Şengün.
Impressive dime from KD. You look at his assist numbers over his career, and they are elite for his position.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game. Pass to Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got 22 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here is Şengün. And here is KD. McDaniels defending. Thompson with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason with it. 5 points in the game. On the wing, Thompson. Outside for KD. For the three. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Edwards inside. He's covered by Eason. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 4 points this quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. No good with the triple. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And stolen by Şengün. Thompson finds Şengün. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A new lineup here for Houston. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now Shepherd. 6 on the shot clock. Capella at the elbow. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rockets trail by 13. Here's Okogie. Scoreless thus far. Shepherd, the pass to Tate. Houston needs to get a shot off. Okogie for 3. Conley grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Shepherd. Covered by Conley with the drive. And finished off by Shepherd.
And Shepherd is a solid decision maker. If there's an opening, he's going to take it.
Outside, Reid. Pass to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Clark in the corner. Reid kicks to Clark. From outside, off the mark. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Shepherd. And McDaniels with the block. Here's Dillingham. Conley, the pass to Reid. Reid with a screen for McDaniel. No good from outside. Rocket shooting not great, 40% for the game. Shepherd with the ball. Three-pointer. No good that time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Minnesota on top. They lead by 13. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dillingham is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Outside, Reed lets it go with the 3. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
An absolute warrior on the backboards. Randall knows where to be when that shot goes up.
Pass to Shepherd. Takes it off the glass.
The feet are what made that play happen inside for Shepherd.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Just over a minute played here in the 4th, and it goes down 2 points.
And the D had no answer for that move. Beautifully done. Easy layup.
And finished off by Shepherd.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Conley kicks to Randall. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Okogie. Capella trying to free himself up. Okogie misses. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. At one point, they led by 16. Now here's Randall. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepherd. Here's Okogie. Over by Conley. Okogie, the pass to Shepherd. Inside. Here's Capella. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Randall. Bucket is good. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Capella with a screen on Conley. Shepherd the pass to Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Naz Reid. That's good from Capella. So for the Rockets, Kevin Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. Minnesota also with the sub. Edwards is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Timberwolves leading by 14. To the paint. It's stolen by Shepherd. Durant in the corner. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
He has all the shots in his bag. Durant might be the hardest player to guard in this league.
Edwards against Thompson. Edwards kicks to Reed. Conley left side. Over Shepherd. Conley's shot is off. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Minnesota making some changes. Gobert comes in for Naz Reid, and it's McDaniels in for Clark. Free throw no good for Capella. Timberwolves leading by 9. Randall with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Şengün. And here is Capella. Lets it go from deep. Julius Randle with the rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's Shepherd. He's defended by Randall. 6 to shoot. Thompson passes to Capella, and the shot goes down. 11 points for Clint Capella.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. McDaniels on the wing. Randall from outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He hit 1-3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Capella sets a screen for KD. And it's Houston with another.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Checked in for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Shepherd. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Mike Conley. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Just 5 on the clock. To end the drought. Edwards, no good. Rockets trail by 5. To the inside. Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. And the 3 off target.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Lets the 3 fly. For 3, Edwards nails it.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
KD against McDaniel. Shoots over McDaniel. Minnesota with the rebound. Now here's DiVincenzo. Randle kicks to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Shot left block. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Rockets trail by 6. Now Eason. Here's Şengün. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, okay, Şengün. Look at the big man baiting the defender into the foul.
The first one falls.
Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
Şengün hits them both.
Looking at the start of Şengün's career, here's a guy who's really stepped up his game, has become a key player for them.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. 4-point game for 3. Smith. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert. Rebound by Smith. Rockets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Gobert against Şengün. And McDaniels with the block.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Edwards. "16 feet away." Durant rips down the rebound. Randle against Smith. Randle right side. Edwards. And the 3 misses.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot. And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Edwards against Eason. Gobert with a screen on Eason. And stolen by Şengün. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Şengün with the rebound. Edwards against Eason. Stolen by McDaniels. Now DiVincenzo. And stolen by Eason. Here's Thompson. Durant. No good. That would have tied it. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Rockets trail. Muscling it in, Kevin Durant.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KP is just clutch.
Edwards looking it over. Here's DiVincenzo. Now Edwards throws it down. What an assist!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Durant against McDaniel.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Now Edwards, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will return possession. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Gobert. Stolen by Thompson. To take the lead, and he makes that one count.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Now DiVincenzo. Edwards with it. Now defended by Şengün. Here's McDaniel. The 3 is off. Now DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Thompson. Oh, the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Here's Durant. Fires the three. The long shot, no good. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. You'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he banks the layup in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's McDaniels from 13. Got it to go.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now Eason. Here's Şengün. Now Durant puts up a three. A three-pointer. Good.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT. Randall. Smith there for the rebound. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a three-point game.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
It's Randall. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He misses the putback. Rockets leading by 5. Now Thompson beyond the arc. Three. Good.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Here's DiVincenzo. Now Edwards jacks up a three. Smith there for the rebound.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Thompson outside. He hits it with a step-back jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Here's DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Now Şengün. And the layup is off. Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Eason. McDaniels against Durant. Oh, Durant, what concentration.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
Good from Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Edwards. And just miss after miss right now. Smith in the post. Edwards there. KD with it. No good on the layup. Edwards against Eason. Oh, here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Thompson. Insane move and bucket.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Houston.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns. It's not even close in this extra period.
And funny that after 4 quarters, really looking like this was a pick'em game, overtime was a complete beatdown. I can't say that I saw that coming.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.